Well, more voices from the government backing the rail fare hike. As far as the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley is concerned, he too has now reaffirmed that the decision was a difficult one but necessary. Let's go across to Padmaja joining us on the phone line. Of course, Padmaja, there's one set of voices coming in from the government saying it was a decision taken by the UPA government and passed on to the NDA government. But there are another set of leaders, of course, saying that hard decisions need to be made, and this was one of them, saying if you want facilities, we have to take tough decisions.
In fact, that's been reiterated, Niranjan, by the Finance Minister also over time, and that's the thinking within the NDA government, that for the 10 years that the UPA was in power, they were under too much pressure and they just kowed out to it, which is why they took populist measures. Remember, Dinesh Trivedi tried to hike railway fares, but even that had to be rolled back after Mamata Banerjee at that time threw a fit, and even the government did not stand up for the then railway minister. But now it's time to take some very harsh measures. The railways are at a point where if it does not get a further influx of funds, the already crumbling infrastructure is going to get even worse. So as far as passenger safety, comfort and boosted infrastructure is concerned, this influx of funds is needed. Right now it's the beginning. 8,000 crores is what this latest hike is likely to get in. And the BJP is now talking about the larger picture. If you want the railways to improve and stop being the ramshackle entity that is right now, this kind of hike is necessary. Of course, they're also pleading that this is something that the UPA had given in its interim budget. But the fact is that even within the BJP, the thinking is it was essential and they are going to stick to it.
But this sudden backing, because until last evening there was an impression that the government was unwilling to take the blame for this bitter rail pill, but there seems to be a sudden shift in stance now, following the voices that have been coming in, especially from the opposition and even some of its own allies saying we need a rollback. So now, of course, the shift from trying to pass the blame to accepting the fact that such hard measures are needed.
See, both the viewpoints exist, Niranjan. The fact is that even within the NDA, the thinking is very clear. They are not going to do a rollback because this is something that was essential, which is why the hint had been given right at the outside by Narendra Modi when he said that it's time for some tough measures. A bitter pill might have to be served to the people of India. But for the cameras, of course, it's necessary to shift some part of the blame to the UPA as well. Also remember, by saying what Saranand Gowda said yesterday, the railway minister, that I'm only effecting what the UP had already mentioned in the interim budget, they're also calling the Congress's bluff, because the Congress was first off the block to say, you have lied to the people, where are the achhe din? So here's the BJP reminding the Congress, it was your railway minister, the then railway minister, and the Prime Minister who were on board with this decision. Why the outrage now?
Absolutely. Padmaja, thanks for joining us with those details, keeping a close track on the government and the reactions and what the government will do next. But more importantly, there's been a political fight, of course, and protests across the country. Several cities seeing protests today over the unprecedented 14.2% rail fare hike.